Luminous Learning Hub. Luminous Learning Hub.
Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Dear Ali, do you want to hear the stories of the prophets today?
Stories of prophets? Please tell me, sister.
All right, now before I start the story, let me ask you a question.
Yes, ask me the question.
All right, now tell me, do you know who was the first man to live on Earth?
Can you give me a clue, please?
All right, here are some options. Was it Adam, Cain, or Iblis?
I know the answer. It was Adam.
MashaAllah.
You are right, Ali. All right, now let me start the story. A long, long time ago, Allah created the sun, the moon, and the earth. After creating these, he saw that his creation was incomplete. So he asked his angels to collect clay from the earth. Obedient angels collected clay, and Allah made a man-like figure with it. And God named him Adam, As. But the figure didn't move for 40 long years. It just stood still there. When Iblis saw this figure, he was confused and scared. And after 40 long years, one day, Allah breathed his spirit into Adam As. When the spirit reached the head of the figure, it sneezed. When the spirit reached his eyes, he saw all the amazing food lying around. Then the spirit reached his stomach, and Adam As felt hungry. The prophet had seen the fruits lying around. So before the spirit could even reach his legs, he jumped towards the fruits. Adam As fell down as he couldn't move his legs. Then Allah asked all the angels, including Iblis, to prostrate before Adam As a sign of respect. One by one, all the angels prostrated before the prophet except Iblis. Iblis said that he was better than the prophet and he was made from fire. Allah got angry with this disobedience, so he banished Iblis from paradise. From that day, Iblis was called Shaitan, and he was thrown into hell. Shaitan was now very angry with the humans as he was banished from paradise. Because of them, he vowed to take revenge by misleading the humans. Allah then taught Adam the names of every animal in paradise: the lion, the sheep, camel, elephant, dove, peacock, and many, many more. Allah told the prophet that he was allowed to eat every fruit in the garden except one. God told the prophet that he should not eat the fruit of the tree of knowledge and that it was forbidden. And he spent most of his time playing with the animals in paradise. After a few years, the prophet became lonely as there were no other humans in paradise. Allah saw this, so he decided to give Adam As a wife. That night, when the prophet was sleeping, God created the first woman. When the prophet woke up, he was happy to see the woman. He then named her Hava because she was made from something living. Both of them lived happily in paradise for a long time. Shaitan was still angry at the humans. Many years had passed by. So Shaitan knew that the prophet must have forgotten the words of Allah one day. Shaitan made a plan that would banish the prophet and his wife from paradise. Shaitan came to the paradise and tricked the prophet and his wife into eating the forbidden fruit. The prophet and his wife unknowingly plucked the fruit and started eating it. But even before they could finish eating the fruit, they knew they had committed a grave sin. They were now filled with pain, sadness, and shame. After eating the fruit of forbidden knowledge, they realized they were naked, for they ran to cover themselves with leaves. They were now really scared, as they knew Allah would punish them for their disobedience. When Allah came to know about this, he got angry. And the prophet and his wife were thrown out of paradise. The prophet and his wife walked for a very long time, and they finally settled down near a river. The prophet knew that life on earth was going to be very difficult. He had to make a house for them to live in. He had to work hard to feed his family. They no longer had the pleasures they enjoyed in paradise.